Yo, to YouTube, this thing, Yuri, and today I got a new video for you guys. And basically, today we're gonna be checking out the difference between the use effect hook and the use layout effect hook, and basically what uh, each hook shines in. So we have two components over here that are built in the same scenario. Just the differences. I use the use effect hook here, and I use the use layout effect here. And finally, in terms of this hover component, I use one for the use effect and I use one for the use layout effect. So let me just explain this fastly, right? So this might not be the best representation for the use layout effect, but this is like a better representation for the use effect, right? So let's say if we refresh the page, right? So as you can see right now, uh, the use effect has basically uh, got like a new uh, image, and like the loading time here seems that it's slower over here, but actually it was faster. So let's just refresh the page, see that again. See, so use effect was faster in the API request in like most case scenarios. So yeah, as you can see, even sometimes the file size might be even bigger than the use layout effect. However, uh, as you can see, so we're in fetching like API request. So if you basically just want to check out these components, I'm going to link the GitHub Git down below. So what basically I do, I just use two like use state hooks over here and the use effect hook just to page the data as an async function. And I basically get from this random API over here. It's just an open source API that gets you a picture of a dog or a video every time you refresh the page or every time you request from that API. And I basically just add in some debugging and I add in the loading time and so on and so forth. And the same thing is basically uh, done. And I also add in some like conditions over here for to display or what not to display. So I did the same exact thing in basically the search use layout effect. And as like I said over here, you could find that use effect shines over here in terms of the API request. All right, so finally, let's check out right now the area where the use layout effect uh, like shines in. So basically, if you check out this README, which you could like also find in the GitHub, basically like the asynchronous execution for the use effect is better because we're using an async function to fetch from the API. However, this is like a synchronous function, is not a async function. We do not have to fetch anything from the API. So the use of like something like use layout effect actually could lead to performance issues later on. All right, but not the same thing in the use effect. However, in terms of the layout, the use layout effect uh, like literally runs synchronously up after all the DOM mutations, like but before the browser repaints. So it's basically before like the browser refreshes. So yeah, as you can see, like the use layout effect is a little bit faster, but they're kind of the same. They're very similar. But again, if you want to use something that it's basically like using blocking for the painting on the screen or anything like you're using a video or something, something that's hoverable, like something that you interact with and like you get the dimensions of in the screen and so on and so forth. But however, for asynchronous execution, uh, I would recommend using useEffect. You can also check out the documentation for the useEffect and use layout effect from React documentation. Finally, you're gonna find out the description and everything for this Git on the GitHub, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video. And in the next videos, guys, we're actually gonna be building a MERN stack e-commerce. So I will see you guys in the next videos. I'm gonna show you a preview of that, but I still have some tweaks. But again, I will see you guys in the next video. This was Angie with you, and peace.